Good day everyone, welcome to my YouTube tutorial video, and today I will be teaching you on how to prepare a post-closing trial balance. So the post-closing trial balance is the step 9 of the accounting cycle. So after we have done the closing entries which I taught you in the previous video, we are now going to prepare then a post-closing trial balance. So sir, why do we need to prepare a post-closing trial balance? So the reason why we need to prepare a post-closing trial balance class, it is for us to ensure or to test the equality of the accounts or the accounts equality. Because sometimes when we do our adjusting entries or when we do our closing entries, we may be able to, or it is possible for us to commit an error. So that is why we need to test the quality of our accounts if the debits and credit at the end of the period is still balanced. And how do we test that? We are going to test that by doing the post-closing trial balance. And also, post-closing trial balance class, it consists the permanent account or the real accounts. So our real accounts, as what I have mentioned in the previous video, it consists our assets, liabilities, and the ending capital. Therefore, what we can only see in our post-closing trial balance are the real accounts, our assets, liabilities, and our ending capital. So let us now try to prepare then a post-closing trial balance. So we will just base on the given scenario or the same company on our closing entries on the previous video, and that is the Irwin Addison. So if we go back to our Irwin Addison company, we have this one as our adjusted trial balance. So we are going to base this one on preparing then for our post-closing trial balance. So we have it here. So this is a sample of our worksheet class. So in our worksheet then, the first or the last 4 columns in our worksheet, that is for our closing entries and post-closing trial balance. So we still need to base it on our adjusted trial balance. So in the previous video class, we have done our closing entries. So we can now go ahead and post then the entries in our worksheet in order for us to identify what would be the ending balances that we will have on our post-closing trial balance. So let us go back to our worksheet then, or to our closing entries rather. So in our closing entries class, the first account that we have closed is our restaurant revenues. So we debit restaurant revenues on the closing entries. Therefore, we are going to debit restaurant revenues here then. So here, this is the restaurant revenues. So we are going to debit restaurant revenues of 5,133,000 pesos. Okay? Next, the next thing that we have done is we have prepared or we have closed as well the expenses. Sir, how about the income summary, sir? Are we not going to close that one, or are we not going to post that one on our worksheet? Actually, class, you can actually post your income summary on your worksheet, but later on, ma-zero out ramang gihapon siya, kay income summary is a temporary account used to close your income and your expenses. But later on, income summary will be closed to capital. So in this case, I will not just post na lang the income summary account kay ma-zero out ram gyapon siya at the end of the cycle. Okay? So here, we have our income summary, and we also closed our expenses. So our expenses, all of our expenses, we have credited all of our expenses. So therefore, we are going to credit all of our expenses then sa tuang worksheet. So we will have it here. So all of our expenses from salaries expense, here, rent expense, office supplies expense, depreciation expense, down to miscellaneous expense, they are credited. So let me just copy the amount here and put it on the credit side. Okay? So they are now on the credit side for all of our expenses. What else? What else did we do here? We also, since earlier or in our closing entries class, atong deduct atong total income summary, because our income summary, we have a debit or a credit of 5133 in the previous video. And also, we have an income summary debit to 4318 500, and that actually resulted to a difference of 814 500. That is why we have debited income summary 814 500, and we credited Addison Capital 814 500. This is to close the income summary. So if you still remember the closing entries that we have done on the previous video. So this time, class, dili lang sa nato i-post si capital nga 814,500 right away to the worksheet. Kaya nagamit man po tag Addison Capital on closing our withdrawal. So ato lang sa siyang in-net or i-deduct ang ato ang capital. So in this case, our Addison Capital, kay nag-credit man tag Addison Capital nga 814,500. And to close our withdrawals, we debited Addison Capital nga 1,200,000. So since they are opposite account, therefore we need to deduct them. Kaya kung parehas pala nato siyang gidebit or gicredit, then we need to add them. But in this case, since the other one is on the credit side and the other one is on the debit side, then we need to deduct them. Okay? So 1,200,000 minus 814,500, that will give us a balance of 385,500. Next question, sir, where are we going to put the balance then? So the balance of the Addison Capital class, we will put it sa side kung asa mas dako. So in this case, mas dako man ang debit. Therefore, ang kaning balance nga 385,500 kay atong ibutang sa debit side then sa atuang closing entries. Okay? So we are now post this one to our worksheet. That is 385,500 for our Addison Capital. So that is i-debit kay mas dako man ang debit side 385,500. Okay? And that's it. Let's test if our debits and credits are equal. That would be the sum. Okay, and how about this one? Ito i-add ka sa if this would be balance, because again, in the worksheet, all of the balances must be equal. Oh, wait, okay. So we missed to put the Addison withdrawal since we have also credited the Addison withdrawal. So Addison withdrawal class, diba sa closing entries, ato man po na siyang i-credit. So therefore, we will credit the Addison withdrawal here. Um, 18 from 18. And here it is. Our debit and credit are now balanced. Okay? So then again, as what we have done on our closing entries class, we have closed the Addison withdrawal. We credit it para ma-close nato. Then, ato sang i-close atong income, we debit it to close it. And then, for our expenses, ato silang gipang credit para ma-close. And this is now your closing entries. The next thing that we need to do, class, is the same thing nga atong gibuhat on the previous worksheet. So, ato nang i-identify ang balances of each of the account by deducting if it is a opposite side like debit credit or credit debit, and adding if it is the same side like debit debit and credit credit. So, if you notice, class, from the cash down to your from your cash down to your to your payable, to your liabilities, we did not do any closing entries here because these are actually your real accounts. So we will just directly copy their balances then. So for cash, that would be 126,000, 126,000, and then for accounts receivable, that is 645,000. For our allowance for bad debts, that is 64,500. Okay, and then and so on and so forth. So let me just copy this one here down to the interest payable. Okay, the same ramang gihapon ilahang balances for that. Okay, and that's it. Next is for Addison Capital, class. Here for our Addison Capital, we have an adjusted balance of 1,680,000 on the credit side, and we have a closing entry net balance of 385,500 on the debit side. So therefore, what should we do? We are going to, since it's an opposite side, we are going to, very good, we are going to deduct them. So that would be 1,680,000 minus 385,500. So since mas higher man ang credit side, therefore the balance should be put on the credit side, and that will give us 1,294,500. Next, for Addison withdrawal, class, since we have closed the Addison withdrawal, therefore, debit and credit on the same amount would result to 0 na. The same thing for our revenues, kaya ato naman siyang gi-close, credit and debit, that would be 0, kaya the same amount. Same thing for our salaries, from debit to credit on the same amount, that would be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? And that's it. That would be the end of our worksheet down to the 4 last columns of our worksheet, class. So we have now a balance for our post-closing trial balance of 3,213,000. Okay, so in preparation in the post-closing trial balance, class, it will still gonna be the same as to your adjusted trial balance and as well as unadjusted trial balance. So you will always have the name of the company, post-closing trial balance, and then as of December 31, 2019. So this time on your post-closing trial balance, class, what you can only see or your assets here, your liabilities, and the ending Addison capital balance or the ending capital balance, because these are actually your permanent account or real account. So as what I have mentioned in the previous video, real accounts are the accounts which their balances will be carried over to the next accounting period. Therefore, on January 1, 2020, the beginning period of next year will be, you will have the balances of your real accounts then. So again, we have here our balances for our debits and balances for our credit. Sir, why do you not have the expenses here, the withdrawal, and as well as the income. It is because zero naman ang mga balance nila, class. So there's no need for us to write them again on our post-closing trial balance. Kasi zero naman nila mga balances. So we will have it here. Pilag itong Addison Capital, that is 1,294,500. So 1,294,500. Okay? So for our balances here, if we add up all of our debits, that will give us 126 plus 645 plus 240 plus 27,000 plus 2,175,000. It will give us 3,213,000 pesos. And how about sa atong credit balance? That would be 64,500, 510,000, 900,000, 285,000, 105,000, 54,000, 1,294,500. That will still give us the same amount, 3,213,000. And that's it. That's very easy peasy, no brainer at all. So that is now your post-closing trial balance. So do not forget to put again the double rule on the final amount. Okay, this is to signify that your debits and credits are balanced, and as well as your final balance then. Okay, and that's your post-closing trial balance. So we're done. So I hope that you have learned something today. And if you have clarifications or confusions or any questions, you can comment down below on the video, and I am always willing to answer those. Thank you so much for listening, class, and I am hoping that you are having a good day. See you in the next video.